Do you have any fellow connection seekers? Have you ever been caught up in that confusing period of ambiguity where you wonder if she's really wishes for you to move forward, or if you're simply lost in a labyrinth of misunderstanding? You're not the only one who this emotional maze, the indicators that women's emissions can be so faint that they virtually the wind-carried whispers. But I guarantee that if you listen in to their subtleties, which you will grasp each and every fantastic chance that comes up itself, remain with me to the end of this investigation. You will have the wisdom and assurance to identify the indications that she wants you to make. Your move, I assure you, there are more easier than you might think. Imagine the excitement when you realize that ignite that tacit invitation and take action firmly onto it prior to our departure. Take a look at this insightful journey. Take a moment to sign up and turn on the notification bell to make sure you stay at the forefront of my most recent discoveries and tactics intended for people who want to improve their love endeavors. Right now, let's dive deeply into the draw. Attention to and reveal the profound indications that show her hunger, for you should take action to turn ambiguity into clarity and expectation. Around this subject speaks to you. Express your support by leaving a remark. If not, just clicking on the like button would be thank you very much. Sign number 1. Decoding the unspoken language of attraction, eye contact, as the initial indication of the profound language of attraction is making eye contact. And I'm not just referring to a quick look in your direction, I'm referring to that magical instant. Her eyes linger for a heartbeat, longer than anticipated silence talking between you. Imagine that in the middle of a packed room. Gaze lock, and for a brief moment, the confusion surrounding you fades into a hazy backdrop that a shared gaze can be anything but arbitrary. It's a subdued invitation to gentle invitation for whispers to come. Discuss this important link with me. Demonstrates the effectiveness of eye contact as a subtle but persuasive methods by which women express their curiosity while hiding behind unspoken communications elegance. It's a creative dance of consciousness, and in this delicate interaction is up to you to decide. Many men feel that acting too frequently, they are immobilized by uncertainty, trapped in a loop of self-doubt queries such as, did I misunderstand that? If you discover her, should I go up to her yet? Her maintaining eye contact for longer than a simple brief moment, interpret it as an indication of transparency and an invitation to a quiet declaring that she is in fact intrigued and urging you to make your step in the attraction domain. Recognizing social cues is crucial, and eye contact is particularly noteworthy as one of the most important indicators. Take into this lone person naturally look around them with their eyes, looking to establish relationships with those they encounter appealing. This exchange of looks acts as an unconscious indication of availability, a mild prod in the proper direction if you see her gaze lock with yours. Once more, this is your chance to show bravery and make the jump of, after all, faith and confidence are crucial. Within 3 seconds, go up to her and introduce yourself, and ask what her name is. Let the conversation unfold organically. Women who don't hesitate or overthink value a man who can appropriately traverse the subtleties of the situation and take advantage of the chance to participate. But what if her gaze conveys a sense of maybe her lively demeanor attracts your attention, only to discreetly turn aside with a faint flush, applying makeup to her cheeks and then turning back? This delightful retreat has a powerful effect on you. Indication of flirtation, despite her shyness. Her enthusiasm for these is evident. Instances where punctuation is used to make eye contact with shy looks and coy smiles, she is letting a conversation start. And you have an obligation to take via it in this complex dance of eye contact's potential of attraction assist you in learning how to handle the nuances of grace and desire. Awareness of whether this subject appeals to you. Leave a comment to demonstrate your support. Otherwise, just hit the like button. Would be very grateful. Thank you. Second, the part her friends play in imagine a scenario from the dance of attraction, reminiscent of dynamics in middle school but equally powerful in its consequences. You're in the middle of a talk with her, possibly at a vibrant bar or among the vivacious party atmosphere. All of a sudden, her friends immediately start asking questions that show more than just curiosity. They may inquire, "Do you like her?" Gently prod you, implying how she has been discussing you, but this isn't small issue. It's important evidence of her interest in women frequently. Use their pals as social safety nets, utilizing them to help establish connections and soften the vulnerable areas. When her pals interact with you in such questions, it indicates that she has disclosed basically how she feels about them, presenting you with a neon sign that says she is intrigued but maybe a little too shy to articulate it herself. This is a time not to be forgotten when her pals arrive. It's your chance to promote the link. Take advantage of this chance and don't stay passive, whether you're requesting her phone number, implying a date, or intensifying the conversation in a meaningful manner. It is the ideal moment for action. Ladies frequently want a spouse who takes the initiative, a man who can express his objectives so that when she friends ask you how you're feeling, acknowledge that it's your green light. Be straightforward and explicit about your aims, rather than merely recommending that we say date and let's get together sometime. She recognizes your sincerity in this. Clarity encourages transparency and creates the path for the growth of deeper ties. The third indicator indicates the depth of personal investigation. Take this into account when a talk flickers across the surface. Frequently inhabits the area of polite inquiries, such as "How are you?" "Day," or "What you do for a living," are quite courteous but essentially superficial. But when a lady starts to inquire about your personal life, regarding your family, your goals, or she is pursuing your innermost fantasies, beyond a surface level, this is a potent evidence of her attention, a clue that she wants to reveal the depths of your. Such questions are not only idols, they indicate her investment in the conversation, in which a woman inquires about your interests as a child, or even your relationship history, is basically offering a request for a more in-depth relationship. She wants to understand not just the social roles you perform, but the core of your identity. At this level of interest is a sign of sincere attraction, which expresses her desire for a sentimental connection. But here is where when males falter, they could disregard these inquiries as informal or unimportant, ignoring the significance of what is happening. Every private query she asks is a thread that weaves the intimacy's fabric. She hopes it's a call to return the favor. You will reciprocate by sharing your own, telling her your story, and letting her into your universe. As their relationship starts to blossom, without hesitation, take the risk and ask. There's no need to wait for her out there. The ideal moment, the indications she offers for this dance are many and obvious. Of emotional bonding is an area in which actions might result from intentions, where vulnerability can result in serious intimacy. If this subject appeals to you, leave a comment to demonstrate your support. Otherwise, just hit the like button. Would be very grateful. Thank you immediately. Let's examine the indication that actually what sets the lads apart from the guys. The power of separation is number 4. Imagine that you are in this situation, at a vibrant event, party, bar, or maybe a get-together. Amid the bustle of talking and laughing, a woman who has been socializing with her pals abruptly withdraws from the group to interact with you. This is the instant she makes the conscious decision to step outside of her comfort zone. It shows that she wants to have intimate, she longs for your full attention, interest, and intends to return the favor because under these situations, in-kind attention. It is necessary to let go of any passivity, or her acts are a blatant example of gamesmanship. A non-verbal expression of interest requests that you look into her eyes with same zeal throughout this exchange. In compensation, observe her body language closely. Acts as a compass to help you navigate. Is she smiling, leaning forward, and displaying an open posture when her arms are? She uncrossed her body, angled in your direction, and as you convert C, she leans closer. These are clear indications of attraction. On the other hand, if you see her, she crossed her arms and looked around the space or erecting obstacles, such as holding a bag in front of her, it could imply a lack of enthusiasm. Nevertheless, when she shows up, she is being open and at ease as she extends an A request for you to accept the initiative. Now think about what you should do next. Steadily reduce the gap between you two, creating a feeling of closeness without overpowering her subtle body language, including moving or softly touching her arm closer as the discussion progresses, can assess her level of comfort and interest. If she leans in or gives a favorable reaction to your closeness, you're headed in the correct direction. Let's examine this in more detail. Intriguing dynamic, since it brings us to the fifth sign, is the dance of touch in attraction's delicate ballet. The fifth indication is revealed by the language of physical contact and touch appears to be among the most deep interest-related indicators, acting as a modest yet effective way to measure the intimacy waters as you traverse this dancing. Think about starting off softly and courteously, strokes a gentle hand that is resting a light-hearted tap on her shoulder on her arm, or sharing something while bending up close. This is where the magic is on your phone. If she moves closer out of impulse in reaction to your touch, it's a confirmation of her interest in. Think about this: when someone is disinterested, they frequently withdraw, keeping distance from you. But if she moves nearer, possibly even returning the favor, she's signaling not just her with your touch. Comfort, yet her aspiration for more physical relationship, but it is. The most important thing is to stay aware of her body language. If she starts to distance herself, it serves as a polite admonition to back off and adjust your strategy in the other direction. If she leans in, reflecting your motions, or tries to touch you and then comes back, she's asking you to intensify the interaction. This instance turns into a chance to strengthen your relationship with, maybe keep her eyes open a little while longer. Closer, or if the environment is suitable, make those first kissing moves turn brief interactions into meaningful encounters that create connections that have a deeper resonance. If this issue that speaks to you, demonstrate your support by leaving a comment. If not, a straightforward like button click would be much obliged. Thank you. Let's investigate the next sign number. Sixth is a major sign. The sixth indication that she is entering her realm. Significant change in the dance of. She displays attraction when she extends an. This gesture is an invitation into her universe. Is more than just asking to share an activity. It's a noteworthy overture, letting you into her private realm and hallowed places. When a woman extends an invitation, you should go to her favorite bar with her. Treasured spot, or perhaps her house. It represents comfort and confidence in your presence. Take into account the significance of this invitation. If she says in passing that, "I'm considering getting a drink at this. Would you like to join the cool spot later?" She is quietly letting me know that she wants to strengthen your bond, while sidestepping, resisting the urge to categorize it as, "A date is important right now, so don't allow." It's obvious that she didn't take the initiative. Sign that she is interested in you, and she intends to foster that curiosity in a familiar feeling, one where she is comfortable with a lot of males. Here, falter by rejecting these approaches. As simple companionship, But when a lady opens the door for you to enter her world, the door is calling for you to come forward and intensify the conversation, regardless of whether the setting is informal or private. Take this as permission to create. As you move across her space, look ahead. Her leaning in is a close observation of her conduct, touching you more frequently and taking part in meaningful discussion regarding your past. Your dreams, your passions, all of these subtleties demonstrates her desire to create a closer connection. This is your chance to show assurance and take the lead in the conversation. Demonstrating to her your sincerity, want to delve into the depths of relationship as we traverse these indicators. Be ready for the last one revelation that could be enjoyable. You sign number 7, which surprises me. Request to rediscover the connection. The 7th sign is arguably among the most moving. She doesn't close the door on you, even if you think a chance has passed you by. Frequently, through your fingers in life diverts us, and we may overlook in the heat of the moment, signs of attraction. You could be wondering, did I let my... If you happen to pass by, the silver is here. Lining, if she keeps contacting through calls or texts, she is indicating that the door is still open, providing you with another chance to participate. And think about this attentively. If a lady were actually disinterested, she would just withhold raw, leaving her wake in quiet, yet she perseverance in speaking even after. What appears to have been a lost moment that her curiosity persists, this is your signal to stop waiting passively for the ideal time, but to take advantage of the initiative suggests a particular time and location to get together and share. Clearly, women value well-meaning man who is capable of asserting himself, particularly in the trail of doubt when she arrives at. She is not just looking for idle chatter, she's giving you the opportunity to take the relationship to the next level. Thus, take deliberate action and ask her out. Express your sincere wish to investigate her world and expand your mutual comprehension. Now that you are strengthened by these 7 significant indicators of attraction, that eye-catching looks that persist, like the most tender memories that are really personal inquiries that aim to reveal the core of her personality, is the warm invitations to enter her realm of love. And the whispering, subtle touches, volumes allow us to stop and consider the exciting journey that you have ahead of you. Revealed the clues, now is your turn to react bravely and gracefully. Not only is timing crucial, but it's anything that causes reluctance can lessen the bright spark that flutters throughout your relationship. Therefore, approach this thrilling dance with steadfast assurance and clarity of want to reduce the physical distance. The distance between you should be allowed to dissipate and begin with a polite, courteous touches that evoke a feeling of closeness. In relationship, pay particular attention to her signs. If she leans in, her eyes gleaming with curiosity and a cozy, her face lights up with a smile, and you know you are on the correct track, progressively increasing your exchanges, shifting from a light touch her arm to the private act of rearranging her hair or putting your softly placing each hand on her lower back. Delicate movement creates a rich tapestry of signaling tension and desire. Your more profound goals with each pulse when the bond feels electrifying and the time is vibrant. Because unspoken potentialities help with that kiss, keep in mind that this isn't about aggressiveness. It involves creating an enchanting moment in which she feels secure, thrilled, and completely enthralled with your presence embodies the 90s art. 90% of the time, you venture after the 10th rule, permitting her to grab the last 10%, which not only shows how serious you are, respects her authority while showing interest in her throughout the story as it develops. At last, Avoid the need to overanalyze. Every decisiveness and detailed confidence are characteristics that make her irresistible, more intimate with you. If she has given you the indications we've discussed together, have faith in follow your gut, and take a bold action. Accept this path of communication with a willing heart and a passionate spirit, for it is via these private times that deep and enduring connections are born, with a lovely flower in the shared flame of passion between two people and comprehension. So proceed and allow your tale develop. And if you came on this video important, remember to like, share and subscribe to receive additional information about navigating the attraction hit universe. That alert bell so you don't miss an opportunity to improve your dating skills. Awaiting you is your next romantic journey. Let's go ahead and do it together.